Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Flight Sim 2020. World update for the UK is finally out. I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. How are you guys doing? Hey, perfect timing, Patrick. 14 months. Thank you. Goodness, all on a streak as well. Appreciate the constant support. Thank you. Glad you made it today. Thank you for joining, everybody. We have a couple of folks in chat. Patrick was the first one as well. So thanks again, Patrick. Exarchus, glad you made it. No worries, man. Sleep away whenever it arrives. Would happily be your lullaby. Hey, Sonoma. Good evening. How are things? How are things over there? Tom, thanks for the raid. Yes, I did update. That's what this stream will be all about, the UK update. Sure thing. Thanks for the bits as well, Exarchus. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Skittles. Good evening. Good evening. So we have a couple of gadgets to help us today because I'm not really familiar with the UK. I've never been in real life. I have heard of some things, but not enough to be a tour guide. Thankfully, we have some third-party tools to help us along the way. First on the list is Skypark. You guys probably know this already, right? But the Skypark guys, they're an amazing team. They're up to date. They stay on task, and now they timed it perfectly well. They actually released a new company, Skypark Tour, I think is the name of the company. Yes, Skypark Travel rather. So you can see it here, Skypark Travel. And that one is featuring, as you see here, a tour of the UK, part 1. Next month there will be part 2, but for now, it's going to be starting from London, London City Airport, in the heart of London. There will be 27 stops. So going west, north, east, hugging the coast, going all around, all over to Scotland here, going back on the opposite way, and then finally ending back on London City again. So yes, 27 legs. I'm not sure how long it will take, but it's 1,802 nautical miles. And we'll be flying with a turboprop with the Cessna 172. So we get the best views ever. So it will take a while. But yes, you can see a preview of the different airports here. You even have like a link to a YouTube video with the national parks in the UK. So you see a bit of a preview of the different landscapes that you will be seeing. So that's where we're starting off, London City, and then we'll make our way to the different airports. Around less than 100 miles per leg would be perfect for the Cessna 172, I think. And we can refuel along the way each time. Yeah? So that's one of the things. That's one of the guides that we have. But in addition, why did that? Okay, we have to go to the same place. So let me load that in, and while that's loading, I'll show you what else we have. So that's us. You can see a lot of planes here as well, as you can imagine. Lots of people enjoying the area, exploring. Ooh, look at that guy. Okay, let's start in the ramp here. Live weather, although I don't think we will be pushing through with live weather in the end because it's a bit... I loaded up a while ago. It was very cloudy as usual, rainy, not very friendly for sightseeing. So I think we will have to override the live weather. We'll have to stick with the static one for the sights. Right, so Skypad is our first tool. Our second tool is Bushtalk Radio. Some of you guys might have heard about it, but today is the perfect time to check it out. So there is a website, Bushtalk Radio. It has a companion client. So your SIM, where you are in the SIM, can sync with where you are in the map. And what it does basically is like it's like a virtual tour guide. Whenever you fly any of the points of interest that it has mapped in its database, it kind of plays an automatic audio clip, which is perfect. Like, oh, there's like for example, the O2. What is that all about? You see it in the sim, and now with this plugin, it actually also plays something in the background. So you hear a bit of, like, let me play this. So you can either play it manually, or it will also play automatically when you fly over the area. So we'll test that out today. So for example, the O2. Now this is something from Wikipedia, but there are some like handmade ones. So for example, let's play this.
The O2 is a large entertainment district on the Greenwich Peninsula in southeast London, England.
You hear that, right?
Including an indoor arena, a music club, a Cineworld.
So something like that, you can imagine that playing automatically in the background as we're flying along. Just adding even more context to the whole thing. Yikes. What's happening here? Reset that view. Let's get a bit of sunlight here. And yeah, that's the live weather. I'm happy to see that the live weather is working even on the 2 flights already. You can see all the people outside here, and yeah, I will not be flying with that kind of weather. So we'll have to change it to something like maybe scattered is usually the best for sightseeing. Best balance of clouds and let's see, few. That's too few, I think. I think I'd like the scattered one. A lot more scenic. Thank you, AAE, glad you made it. Hey Alex, glad you made it today. Very near Mr. Jack. Oh, is it? Okay, we'll have to drop by then. We'll have to see where he is. Maybe we can see his house from here now. Oh, it would have been great if he could have made it. We'll see, maybe he follows later. He was streaming a while ago, right? Sorry, couldn't drop by. Not sure what he was streaming. The plugin name is Bushtalk Radio. Also exclamation point mods. Should get you the mods list. It's in there under the miscellaneous section. Yeah, so we'll see how it works. First things first though, I'll have to remember how to fly this plane again. It has been a while. There is no propeller knob, only the mixture. That makes sense. Let's just put that forward right there. Now, if I remember correctly, parking brake should be set first and foremost. Battery is on. Let's also start the alternator. So what we do, I think, is we put the mixture to full. We put the throttle to full. Turn on the fuel pump until it peaks. Turn it off. Put the throttle like 1/4 of an inch. Turn on the beacon lights. Then we should be able to start things off. Let me zoom out here so it's a bit more dramatic. Something might have gone wrong. Oh, no. One thing that is not working is the fuel cutoff here. I think that's by default disabled. Alright, I think that's the one. Let's try that again. Boost pump. Fuel pump there. And try it out again. And I noticed the sounds are very low. So that one will have to increase so they get a bit more oomph with the engine. Let's get that back up to 60. And let's tweak it from there. Good. Give me a few seconds here. There we go. That's more like it. 1000 RPM. Alright, let's turn on the avionics. Hopefully that's still working. This is with the GNS 530 mod. Okay. Let's turn on some of the lighting here. If I remember where it was. That one is the glare shield, I think. It's floodlight. That looks good. Can work with that. Alright. Mods list link in the video description, exactly. That's the one. I still get a lot of questions about that. Alright, turn on the nav lights, taxi lights. What's the temperature outside? Temperature outside is, I think we can see that here, 58, 14 degrees because it's a fake weather. We can live with that, that's fine. Right, let's get moving. 1 second, I do want to map it out properly. Oh, I love the sounds. Squeaks and everything. Resume that contract, plan the flight. Let us start it out. There you go. And the first destination is Echo Golf Oscar Charlie. So let's plug that in. Echo Golf Oscar Charlie. So if I go to flight plan, oh, this is going to be a bit painful. What we can do, I think, is go to the nearest airport. We probably won't see that here, it's too far. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's just plug that in. So Echo Golf Lima. Thanks to this mod, the behavior of the GNS 530 is a lot more realistic. With the simple things like the navigation, where the cursor is, where it jumps to when you press something, helps a lot. Charlie, that's London City, that's where we're starting from. Perfect. And then from there, we go to Echo Golf Oscar. What was it? Oscar Charlie, okay. So change that one. I will just plug this in, then I will get back to chat, okay? Wait for me a bit. Oscar Charlie. There you go. Yes. There you go. Okay, good. So now we should have a flight plan that leads us to the west. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have at least an idea of where we should be going. Switch that to GPS mode. Ooh, remove the clutter there. Okay, that should be good. Ah, there we go. Our tour guide is here. Thanks for joining, Jack. Yar! Flying out of City Airport, don't forget to wave. Are you nearby? Alex mentioned you might be nearby. Turn on the landing lights as well while we're taxiing. Beacons are on. Ooh, don't hit anything, please. Okay. 0927, I think we should be able to take off from here. There are a lot of guys outside, but that's fine. We'll make do. There we go, all the people flying around. You don't even need to start at the beginning of the runway, I don't think. Pretty much at sea elevation, so no problem with the altitude, with the performance and everything. No need for flaps. Alright. Takeoff thrust is set. Use the rudder to maintain center line. I forgot what the rotation speed is, right? Down 60 knots, I think. Why is it so fiddly? 60 knots, rotate. Oh, what the heck? Apparently there was a longitude right in front of us. Or it just appeared out of nowhere as well. Hey Babao, glad you made it. How are you? Thanks for joining, man. Want some mesh shaders in here in this sim? I'm sure we want all of those. Now question would be, where would we want to, how high would we want to fly? I think 1,000 feet would be a good starting point, and then we can adjust as necessary. Doing good, man, doing good. It's not even a mile from you. Oh, wave. There's Jack. I see him. There. You see? By the way, I don't have any other mods in terms of the scenery. So no payware Orbix stuff or anything. So all we see below us is going to be from the update, from the sim itself, default content. Yeah. Right. Let's go and see if this Bushtalk Radio will work. If if we fly over the O2, if it will give us some audio. Hopefully. 1,000 feet. Let's pull back on the throttle around 2300 and keep it level. Something like so. That looks beautiful, my goodness. I'll have to take a photo at some point, but for now let me hand fly it. See the bendy piers below? That's a ferry you use. So you are very close to this one. What do you call this body of water? A quay? In Singapore we have a lot of quays as well. So many other players here. Love it. The place feels so alive. Stick to 1,000 feet here. Okay, we should be flying over. Hopefully that automation works. Otherwise I'll play it manually. I'm not sure how close you have to be to trigger it. There we go. Play it.
The O2 is a large entertainment district on the Greenwich Peninsula in southeast London, England, including an indoor arena, a music club, a Cineworld cinema, an exhibition space, piazzas, bars, and restaurants. It was built largely within the former Millennium Dome, a large dome ship canopy built to house an exhibition celebrating the turn of the third millennium. Consequently, the dome remains a name in common usage for the venue. It is sometimes referred to as the O2 Arena, but that name properly refers to an indoor arena within the O2. Naming rights to the district were purchased by the mobile telephone provider O2 from its developers, Anschutz Entertainment Group, during the development of the district. EGOC owns the long-term lease on the O2 Arena and surrounding leisure space. From the closure of the original Millennium Experience exhibition occupying the site, several ways of reusing the Millennium Dome's shell were proposed and then rejected. The renaming of the dome in 2005 gave publicity to its transition into an entertainment district. The dome's shell remained in situ, but its interior and the area around North Greenwich Station, the QE2 pier and the main entrance area were completely redeveloped. The area is served by the Jubilee Line's North Greenwich Tube Station, which was opened just before the Millennium Exhibition, and by bus routes. Thames Clippers operate a riverboat service for London River Services. The present tenants, EGOC, purchased Thames Clippers in order to provide river links between central London and the O2. As well as a commuter service, Thames Clippers operates the O2 Express service. Local buses also serve the station and the nearby O2. On the 23rd of February 2017, O2 announced that they had agreed to a deal with EGOC to maintain the naming rights of the O2 for a further 10 years until 2027.
Okay, it's done. Now there is another waypoint here. Let me catch up with chat, and it is starting to get laggy. Ooh, goodness. So many buildings. Hope we get to see Big Ben. Oh, let's look for it. Is it somewhere there? I think so. The Shard.
The Shard, also referred to as the Shard of Glass, Shard London Bridge and formerly London Bridge Tower, is a 72-story skyscraper designed by the Italian architect Renzo Piano in Southwark, London, that forms part of the Shard Quarter development.
Is that the Big Ben?
Standing 309.6 meters high, the Shard is the tallest building in the United Kingdom and the 6th tallest building in Europe. It is also the 2nd tallest freestanding structure in the United Kingdom, after the concrete tower of the Edinburgh transmitting station. It replaced Southwark Towers, a 24-story office block built on the site in 1975. The Shard's construction began in March 2009. It was topped out on the 30th of March 2012 and inaugurated on the 5th of July 2012. Practical completion was achieved in November 2012. The tower's privately operated observation deck, the view from the Shard, was opened to the public on the 1st of February 2013. The glass-clad pyramidal tower has 72 habitable floors, with a viewing gallery and open-air observation deck on the 72nd floor, at a height of 244 meters. The Shard was developed by Seller Property Group on behalf of LBT Limited and is jointly owned by Seller Property and the State of Qatar. The Shard is managed by Real Estate Management Limited on behalf of the owners.
So this one is apparently a custom point of interest. It said Wikipedia summary, and it's created by admin. So like you can submit different points of interest, and I think it will get reviewed, and will have some voices made for it. Millennium Bridge. Ooh, interesting. What about that one?
The London Eye, or the Millennium Wheel, is a cantilevered observation wheel on the south bank of the River Thames in London.
That's the one. London
It is Europe's
Eye.
tallest cantilevered observation wheel, and is the most popular paid tourist attraction in the United Kingdom, with over 3 million visitors annually, and has made many appearances in popular culture. The structure is 135 meters tall, and the wheel has a diameter of 120 meters.
Let's get closer.
When it opened to the public in 2000, it was the world's tallest Ferris wheel. Its height was surpassed by the 160-meter Star of Nanchang in 2006, the 165-meter Singapore Flyer in 2008, and the 167-meter tall High Roller in 2014. Supported by an A-frame on one side only, unlike the taller Nanchang and Singapore wheels, the Eye is described by its operators as the world's tallest cantilever observation wheel. The London Eye used to offer the highest public viewing point in London until it was superseded by the 245-meter high observation deck on the 72nd floor of the Shard, which opened to the public on the 1st of February 2013. Nice. The London Eye adjoins the western end of Jubilee Gardens, on the south bank of the River Thames between Westminster Bridge and Hungerford Bridge beside County Hall, in the London Borough of Lambeth. In March 2020, the London Eye celebrated its 20th birthday by turning its pods into experiences in partnership with its sponsor lastminute.com. The special experiences included a pub in a capsule, a West End theatre pod, and a garden party with flower arrangements to represent the 8 London Royal Parks.
Big Ben? Where?
Lambeth Bridge is a road traffic and footbridge crossing the River Thames.
Stop. Okay, we can actually turn off the automatic voice if we like. We need if we feel like we need to take a break, and I think we need that. So let me catch up with chat for a bit. Bushtalk Radio, yeah. London Bridge. What are you guys seeing? Cannon Street Railway. Which let me know if you find a landmark. Let me know if you want to hear something about that, so I can look for it manually in Bushtalk Radio, and we can hear something about that instead of having it automatically play.
30 St Mary Axe, informally known as the Gherkin, is a commercial.
I turned it off.
100 Bishopsgate is a development.
Off. I turned it off. There you go. She doesn't want to stop talking. Big Ben round corner near Houses of Parliament and London Eye. Oh, it's close there. Okay. Let me go around and see where it is. Ooh, airspeed getting low. Let's get back. Get some power in. Oh, that looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Tower Bridge. That's very famous as well, right? Tower of London is even here. Is this like a virus? Hopefully not. She couldn't handle it. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to greet everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining this tour care of Bushtalk Radio in Skypark. So many different buildings. It's pretty laggy though, isn't it? I bet I'm not even getting higher than 30 FPS at this point. And yeah, my GPU memory is pegged 9.8 gigs. My RAM usage is 82%. So that's around, 24 gigs. I have 32 gig RAM. So, please point to me. Finally, where's Big Ben? Let's look for it. Across the river from the Eye. So the Eye is somewhere here. There's the eye. Big Ben. Ah, there it is. I see it. I see it. Thank you. Yes, perfect landmark instructions. I saw it. Big Ben, finally. Get a chance to uncover you. The real thing. That's the one, right? Oh, crap. Still, is it not the one? Wait a minute. I thought it would have been this one. Oh, that one, isn't it?
Buckingham Palace is the London residence
She's
and
playing
administrative
again.
headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom.
Where is she?
Located
First. Oh my goodness, here he goes again. Scotsman. The traveling salesman.
Vauxhall Bridge is a Grade 2 listed steel and granite deck arch bridge in central London. It crosses the River Thames in a southeast-northwest direction between Vauxhall on the south bank and Pimlico on
Actually, you can't turn
St.
off
George
the
Wharf
auto.
Tower, also known as the Vauxhall Tower, is a
One
residential skyscraper.
Stop. Okay, I left the website just to keep it safe for now. Yeah, she is chatty. So did I spot the right landmark? Is that the Big Ben? They didn't say Big Ben. Would it be officially a different named building? I got the right one for a change. Wow, nice. Okay, let me try something. I log out of Bushtalk. Manually get that in. There you go. Zoom it there.
The Shard, also referred to as the Shard
Still playing.
Southwark Bridge, is an
How the heck
arch
am I
bridge in
connected? I
London
closed it
for
already.
traffic linking the district of Southwark and the city across the River Thames. Except when others are closed for temporary
Apparently not.
repairs, it has. St. Paul's Cathedral is an Blackfriars Railway
Westminster,
Bridge
that's
is a
the one,
railway
I
bridge
see.
crossing the River Thames in London, between Blackfriars Bridge and the Millennium Bridge. There have been two structures with the name. The first bridge was opened in 1864 and was designed by Joseph Cubitt for the London, Chatham, and Dover Railway. Massive abutments at each end carried the railway's
That's pretty
insignia,
laggy.
preserved and restored on the south side. Following the formation of the Southern Railway in 1924, intercity and continental services were concentrated on Waterloo, and St. Paul's Station became a local and suburban stop. For this reason, the use of the original bridge gradually declined. It eventually became too weak to support modern trains, and was therefore removed in 1985. All that remains is a series of columns crossing the Thames and the southern abutment, which is a Grade 2 listed structure.
It's done for now. It would be named the
BT
House
Tower
of Jack.
is a communications tower located
I'll
in
look for it.
Fitzrovia, London, owned by BT Group. It has been previously known as the GPO Tower.
Stop. Woo. Getting even laggier. So Tom, it's what I explained in the beginning of the stream. If you missed that, just Google Bushtalk Radio or go to the mods list, !mods, and it would point you to the instructions on how to do it. It's a separate plugin. My goodness, how laggy is that, huh? It's pretty tricky. Thanks, Alex. Gonna hunt me from now on. Yeah, it seems like it. So let's get back up to 1,000 feet here. No worries, Tom. Yeah. So Bushtalk Radio. Bushtalk is one word, as in bush flying, bush, and then talk, as in talking. Bushtalk, one word. Second word is radio. You can also go to bushtalkradio.com for the website. Man, let's have a look at the FPS. This must be really bad. 10 FPS. No wonder it feels like a slideshow. Going down 9 now. And it looks like everything is on the GPU. Interesting. Must be all those details. And it looks like it's slowing down bit by bit. So it seems like there is something. Maybe the resources are not getting freed up. I'm not so sure. 10 FPS on a 3080. My goodness. Now that's pretty powerful stuff. Hey Plum, glad you made it, man. How did your flight go? Did you fly again? You were flying the, what was it? The Diamond DA-42? Not very familiar with that plane. It's one of the famous ones though. Okay, at least it got a bit quiet now. A tad. 10 FPS in London, I blame Jack. Yeah, he stole all of the FPS with all his RGB goodness. You were waiting for the game to update all night. Is it done now? It was 1 gig on the actual client, and then once you got in, another 23 gigs. And then once you loaded the SIM, it was another 6 gigs, I think, for the UK landmarks and all the other UK specific and Ireland specific updates. Nice. Yeah, thankfully it's perfect timing for the stream. It's getting released a few hours before the stream starts, so I have ample time to test out the mods and stuff like that. 1 second, let me try and clear this.
Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew, is a non-departmental public body in the United Kingdom sponsored by the Department for Environment,
Kew
Food
Gardens, this one.
and Rural Affairs. There are approximately 350 researchers working at Kew, who also maintain a variety of plant and fungal data and digital resources. The collections at Kew and Wakehurst include over 27,000 taxa of living plants, 8.3 million plant and fungal herbarium specimens, and over 40,000 species in the seed bank.
Nice.
In 2019, the organization had 2,316,699 public visitors. Kew has 40 historically important buildings. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site on the 3rd of July 2003.
Where is it? Somewhere in front of us, I think. There. Royal Botanical Gardens. That's a different one than the Kew Gardens. Okay. Nice. But yeah, this adds a lot more context, doesn't it? Normally you would just see it. Oh, that looks nice, but you would know nothing about it. With Bushtalk Radio, you get a bit more context. Makes the travel a bit more interesting. It's similar the way when you're traveling. When you go to places on your own, it's nice, it looks nice, but you don't really know anything about it unless you research. When you have those guided tours, you know, those things that you rent before, back when you could travel, remember those days? You could rent those audio devices, and then as you're going around the museum, going around the cathedral, going around the building, you get this guided tour and gives you a bit more context. I think it's pretty famous, those kinds of things in Europe. In Asia, I don't recall seeing a lot, but maybe I just haven't toured it so much. Is this Heathrow in front of us? Hopefully it's a landmark as well. Because I think I want to land through here. Even though I'm getting only 10 frames. Let's see if I can do that. Get 1 notch of flaps in. I didn't even turn on my pitot heat, but looks like we didn't need to. You went there not too long ago to the gardens. Oh, how was it? In real life, nice. Massive Japanese Chinese tower. Cool. Used to melt the cars on the street. Is that the shard? Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That would have been a nice trivia, huh? Instead of... Yeah, that's something that could be improved. Instead of just getting off from Wikipedia, they could include info which is a bit more interesting, less factual, more realistic, more useful for real life in a way. No worries, Yi. Glad you dropped by. Sorry about the low FPS. Hopefully it will even out later. Walkie-talkie. Oh, I didn't see that. You guys see that when we were there in London? I'm trying to get away from London at the moment because the frames are really very bad. Might have to restart the sim in worst case. But I'm hoping it fixes itself. You saw it. Nice. Have a good one, Yi. Catch you next time, man. Hope you enjoyed Slideshow Simulator. Man, the rudders are very finicky at the moment. Settings are on ultra. Yes, Griggs. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I hope I don't have to turn them down because I didn't have to before. Even in this area. That looks good. The one notch of flaps I think should be enough. Maybe we'll extend flaps a bit more later as we get to the runway. Sure thing, man. Moving got a lot faster. Oh, did it? Didn't notice. Cool. That's great to hear then. Okay, short final. Let's get those flaps in. Maybe just one more should be good. There you go. Oh my goodness, that's getting very hard to maneuver with less than 10 FPS. Feels so sluggish. That's my excuse if I don't nail this landing, okay? Don't blame me. Let it just burn down. There we go. I'll take that. I would have wanted to land a bit later, but that's okay. Move the flaps up. Just do a touch and go here at Heathrow. Rudders are very sensitive. 60 knots. Let it just float along bit by bit. There you go. Whoa. Not even sure how I can read that, but for those who are watching, feel free to enjoy that text from Tom. Nice trivia. Applauding, thank you. We made it somehow. Alright, let's make our way to the west here, towards the first landmark. Hopefully things will get a bit more... Whoa, someone is slowing, I think. Windsor Castle, ooh. Will we get to see that? Alright, let's climb to 1,000 and stick it there. That should be... Looks like this area of the UK is pretty flat anyway. Shouldn't be a problem. And Bushtalk Lady is online again. Should be getting connected shortly. If I find a landmark nearby, I will go to it. So far, nothing in front though. Windsor Castle at least we get to see. And if you guys can give a bit more info about Windsor Castle. Why does it sound so familiar? Is it one of the... Windsor. Is that the family name of the royalty? Right. That's their family name, isn't it? But they don't live here anymore, I guess, huh? I mean, she doesn't live here anymore. Royal residence at Windsor in English County of Berkshire. Strongly associated with English succeeding British royal family. Ah, not the family name, I see. What's their family name? I think goodness we have some knowledgeable people here in stream. We'll see if the lady has a bit of info for us here in this area. So we'll try, by the time we get to that other airport, we will see if the FPS lightens up a bit. If it doesn't, I'll probably reload the sim because by now things should have unloaded already in London City. We're far enough, I think, so it shouldn't be causing that much problems anymore. Mission in the newest Hitman game. Oh, I wouldn't know. Jay would know though. It does seem like it's a landmark, so we'll probably hear something about it in a few moments. A few moments from now. Let me pitch down here a bit, trim a bit here. There you go. Windsor Castle looks pretty detailed though. Looking from the distance like this one. Oh, that looks beautiful. Goodness. That's a massive castle. There we go. Created by Raging Beard.
Windsor Castle is a royal residence at Windsor in the English county of Berkshire. It is notable for its long association with the English and later British royal family and for its architecture. The original castle was built in the 11th century after the Norman invasion of England by William the Conqueror. Since the time of Henry I, it has been used by the reigning monarch and is the longest occupied palace in Europe. The castle's lavish early 19th century state apartments were described by early 20th century art historian Hugh Roberts as a superb and unrivaled sequence of rooms widely regarded as the finest and most complete expression of later Georgian taste. Inside the castle walls is the 15th century St. George's Chapel, considered by the historian John Martin Robinson to be one of the supreme achievements of English Perpendicular Gothic design. Originally designed to protect Norman dominance around the outskirts of London and oversee a strategically important part of the River Thames, Windsor Castle was built as a motte and bailey, with 3 wards surrounding a central mound. Gradually replaced with stone fortifications, the castle withstood a prolonged siege during the First Barons' War at the start of the 13th century. Henry III built a luxurious royal palace within the castle during the middle of the century, and Edward III went further, rebuilding the palace to make an even grander set of buildings in what would become the most expensive secular building project of the entire Middle Ages in England. Edward's core design lasted through the Tudor period, during which Henry VIII and Elizabeth I made increasing use of the castle as a royal court and centre for diplomatic entertainment. Windsor Castle survived the tumultuous period of the English Civil War, when it was used as a military headquarters by parliamentary forces and a prison for Charles I. At the restoration of the monarchy in 1660, Charles II rebuilt much of Windsor Castle with the help of the architect Hugh May, creating a set of extravagant Baroque interiors that are still admired. After a period of neglect during the 18th century, George III and George IV renovated and rebuilt Charles II's palace at colossal expense, producing the current design of the state apartments, full of Rococo, Gothic, and Baroque furnishings. Queen Victoria made a few minor changes to the castle, which became the centre for royal entertainment for much of her reign. Windsor Castle was used as a refuge by the royal family during the Luftwaffe bombing campaigns of the Second World War and survived a fire in 1992. It is a popular tourist attraction, a venue for hosting state visits, and the preferred weekend home of Queen Elizabeth II.
Ah, it's done. Well, we wanted background, you wanted info, there it is. There it is. No worries, Exarchus. Thanks for hanging out and have a good night, man. Might be, Tom, might be. Let's wait if someone more familiar with the Hitman series will go online. Cool. It's not cool as my FPS is still not improving. Well, it has actually, technically, 12 now. So it has gotten up a bit, and the memory is getting unloaded, 8.6 gigs now. So I think things are starting to lighten up a bit. At least the frame time is stable, so it's not that bad. And the flight is stable as well, even without autopilot, so we can be thankful for that. We'll see. Dartmoor Manor, also that's a different one, I see, no problem. Just grab a drink here. So London looks beautiful, looks massive. But yeah, a bit too heavy on the FPS for me. And I'm not willing right now to lower my graphics settings to make it bearable. I think that will have to be tweaked. In the meantime, we can enjoy the other places here in the UK. And as always, everything is just filled with green everywhere. Land so rich, so lush. No wonder it's been like many of the series I'm watching revolves around this period, with like Vikings coming in the, what was the old name of the UK? Well, it was not yet unified before, right? Different areas, different names. But yeah, you can imagine why, because people would really fight for something like this, especially if their own lands were pretty barren and the weather was bad. Hey, goodness, 42 months and all on a streak. Oh, that's going to be tough to beat. Thanks, Alex. Have a good birthday. Oh yes, thanks for asking. Yes, actually. It was very short though. We went on a staycation, so we booked in a hotel, and nearby was the restaurant where we had dinner in. That was where Mrs. Clumsy took a photo of me. That's the one I shared when I announced that there would be no video. So that's the one. And it was a fairly chill vacation. Not much happening, but very relaxing. Had a lot of time to play other games. In the meantime, before we went to the hotel, the previous days just staying home, chilling, not working, which is good. Catching up with you guys in Discord. All in all good, but very short still. Still very short. It's hard to... It still cannot recreate that feeling that you get when you travel and really take some time off away from everything. Get that refreshing feeling. It's still hard to... I still cannot replicate it. I still cannot find a way to do it. But it's something. It's a good start. And I'll take what I can get. Now, let me see where we are. Memory has gone down, but still very bad FPS. At this area, I would expect should have silky smooth FPS already. I think I really will have to restart the sim, guys. I think some garbage collection thing is not working properly. Memory leaks or whatsoever. We'll try that out in a bit. Hey Ernab, thanks for joining, man. How are you? Time flies when you get old. Oh yeah. And yeah, that photo I shared in Discord in the food channel, not really food but more of a drink, that was the morning after my birthday. So we went around the hotel I found, so I was looking through Google, I was looking for nice places to have breakfast in. We found this very nice cafe, and it's literally a cafe. It mainly just serves coffee, barely any other food, just a few like cakes, but mostly coffee. It's a specialty coffee store though. The ones I like the artisanal ones, the very nice beans with pour overs, so just black coffee mostly. It's good, and it looks like they're very well known for it. So was able to go there first time because it's very far away from where we live, and it's my first time seeing that, so thank you Google for letting me know about that place. And yeah, that's the photo I shared. We had 2 cups. We had 2 rounds of coffee. Mrs. Clumsy liked it so much. And normally when it comes to coffee, I'm more of the coffee guy. And she mostly just tags along like, okay, I'll have coffee too. But it's more of me who likes it. But in that case, she enjoyed it so much that she asked if I wanted one more round. So we had 2 cups of coffee in one go. No food though. Still good. It's very cold where you live. Oh, how cold is it? And the dinner, the birthday dinner was very nice. Had some steak. It has been a while since we had steak. It's very good for me. Not the best in terms of seasoning, but I like how juicy it is. It wasn't dry at all. Of course, with wine, everything becomes great. No, but it's good. It's a good place. And it's nice to see that there were not so many people in there, even if it was holiday season, even if it was Valentine's. There was just enough people. Not enough to become uncomfortable or of a hassle. Dartmoor National Park. Ooh, maybe we'll get to see that one depending on the tour here. In which area is that in, Tom? You can also switch aircrafts later, I think, if you want a faster flight. I do love the feeling this gives though, the Cessna 172. Close to negative in Fahrenheit, oh my goodness. Yeah, it does seem like that way in many countries right now. Very unrelatable to me. Right now I am literally sweating inside my house. All doors and windows closed with just the fans for ventilation. It feels like, I don't know, 32, 34 degrees, something like that. Very hot basically. Other landmarks here, let me see. There is an airport to the right. FPS still hasn't improved, which is disappointing. Could something be consuming it other than the sim? Let me try something, huh? So we can go, 1 second, let's go autopilot here. So nav mode, turn on the autopilot, nav mode. Is that helping? Yes, it is. And then let's go VS down. Is that working? Well, I guess I should say first what altitude I want. There you go. And VS down. There you go. That's working. Alright. So that's working. Let's go and check the resources. Turn off track IR here so it's not so finicky. Oh, yeah. It seems like OBS is actually eating up majority of the stuff. Interesting. I wonder what it could be doing. So look at this one. Flight Sim is only eating up 20%, but OBS is 97%. What the heck is up with that guy? Did something change again? So it might not be Flight Simulator's fault actually. Might be something weird here. Just have a look, okay? Looks normal from what I can see. Maybe it just needs to restart or something. Let me try the buffer. Everything went smooth. Let me start the buffer again. That work? It's laggy again. But the GPU load is lower now. One sec. Yeah, that normalized the GPU load, but the FPS didn't really increase so much. Let me stop the buffer, see if that becomes smoother. Let's turn on the frame rate counter here. Look at that, 16, my goodness. It's very bad. Yeah, we'll have a look at GPU here. GPU 3D. Okay, performance is getting better. That's nice. If I start the buffer again, it's not like we really need it, but I think that one is looking better now. Yeah, there we go. It's more like it. Just needed a refresh of the buffer, I think, the replay buffer. Weird. Okay, I can take that. At least the FPS is a lot more bearable now. Now that is looking beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Looks okay in your end. So you have zero lag. It should be even smoother now. Hey, EDX. Welcome back, man. Thanks for subbing. 6 months. How are you? Glad you managed to join. Have you tested out the update? Seen those beautiful looking clouds? I haven't been close to them yet, but I heard from you that there should be minimal how do you say, glare now, or not glare, blur, pixelation. Update day, yes. Cold enough for companies to be turning off electricity in some houses. Goodness, that cold? That's more like it. Maybe you should go back to London again later. Have a look. I think all that touring around, all that talk with the... Maybe OBS is getting confused with what the lady is saying. That might be. Is this the one? I see the airport. Let's have a look at how that looks here. So yeah, that's the airport right there. Membury Airfield. If you have a look at the photo, runway, no, not that one, this one, Membury Airfield, it's grass for the most part. There is asphalt. Doesn't really matter that much, we can go either way, but I think asphalt would be easier to see. That's a 2204, and in our case 22 is easier, more direct, so let's target that one. Let me put in 220 on the heading bug just so we have a reference here. There you go, 20. And then the airport should be... Alright. Should be right in front of us. We'll probably have to do some kind of go fly over it and then just join the traffic pattern and land. You blame Big Ben? Yeah, I think so. I think it's Big Ben that's causing the problem. Let's have a look how the fuel situation is. Should it be a problem? Yeah, I should have plenty of fuel left. I don't think we even need to refuel here yet. Let's turn off the autopilot here. I should be able to manage this on my own. Enjoy the hand flying experience. It has been a while. Now the airport I think might be that one in front of us. So let me just move to the right here. Maybe we can land straight in if we're lucky. Join like a left base here. Train Sim World also got an update. Oh nice. Yeah, even ETS2 and ATS got an update. 600 MB for ETS2, right? Something like that. And looks like so many map fixes. So that's all pretty cool stuff. Improvements taking shape. Okay, should be an airport right in front of us. Yeah, maybe it's easier I just fly over it for now. It would be nice if I could do like an OBS kind of thing. No, it doesn't work in GPS mode. Is there a VOR? Yeah, because I would like to like align myself to be facing 220 and then heading direct to the airport. Might be a bit challenging though. Okay, let's zoom in here so we know what we are looking for. Should be on our left there, and we are looking for something that is resembling this. So not sure actually where the runway is there, but there should be like two bodies of water. That seems to be that one, is it? Not sure, to be honest. What did update in Train Sim World? Is there a new map? Happy to say though that this update seems to be pretty harmless for the most part for the mods that we are using. The GNS 530 mod here, the what do you call it? The CJ4 mod looks to be unharmed. The G3000 mod looks to be unharmed. So all looking pretty good so far. 1 minute away from the airport and it should be right in front of us. Based on that, can't see it at all. Look at this. Can we go direct? Can I just say direct? Nah. We go here. Direct. No. How do you put that in? That one. Direct. Enter. There we go. Good. So that should be right in front of us. Everything is still lit up, that's fine. UK World Update indeed. Okay. Is that the one? 30 seconds away. I think that's the one. Just need to look where the runway is, where the runways are. Help me out, guys. I'll try and look outside if we need to. Or is it this one? Is it this one already? This is the airport, I think. Oh yeah, this might be the one. We're actually flying over it, this entire thing. Ah, okay. Hey, Captain Monty. Thanks for joining. Now where the heck is the 22? 22 is right there, I think. Okay, so we can do that. Let's see if we can land somewhere here. I guess it's not too picky. Keep it level. Fly over the airport again so we can visually see what we are looking for. Dial down on the throttle a bit. Where the heck is it? This one, I think. Yeah, this one is the airport with lots of different runways, lots of grass strips. The asphalt runway, I think, might be... You know what? I'm not sure. It should be this one. It might be that one, yeah. This one here. Pretty narrow one. Yeah, looks like runway 22 is best for the winds based on the windsock below. So let's turn in here. Join the traffic pattern. Join downwind for runway 22. Man, that is beautiful. It's that sky, huh? And the FPS is so different now compared to how it was a while ago. There we go. Airport should be there. Okay, I see it. A bit wobbly. Give it a bit more space. Right. Turn left on base in maybe 5 seconds. That should be enough space. Right. Turning base. Slow it down. Start descending. Oh, there's a bit of a hill here. That's fine. Should be clear enough. Right. Now be on the base leg. Yeah, that looks good. Airport is right on our left side. Hey Rexer, doing good, man. Enjoying the UK update. Got a bit of a weird FPS issue a while ago. Mostly OBS's photo, I think. Get one notch of flaps here. There's the runway in front of us. Pretty narrow though. Not sure if I'm confident landing there. Well, we'll see. Can always go around. But yeah, enjoying the UK update so far. Lots of landmarks. And we are also checking out this new tool, this new app called Bushtalk Radio. There is a lady that talks to us, tells us about different landmarks. So in addition to seeing it in the sim, we get to hear what it is all about. Ooh, my goodness, that rudder, very sensitive. And I am actually pretty high here, so let's go and descend, dive, just counter it out later on because I will be running out of runway. My goodness, that is very finicky. There you go. Just balance it out. Oh, that's not in the runway at all. That's okay. More or less. Stop. Good. We're done here. Let's go to the next location. Oh, cool. Okay. Sure. Can do. And thankfully, we wouldn't need to restart the sim at all anymore. Let's have a look at Skypark. View looks good. There we go. That looks good. Membury Airfield. Let's go next to Echo Golf, Bravo Golf. Alright, so if you go to the flight plan here, I should go to Echo Golf Bravo Golf. Bravo Golf. How do you call that? How do you pronounce that? Leicester, probably. That's not exactly where I wanted it, but however, you can just go direct. That doesn't really work, does it? Can delete that probably. That one. There you go. That looks more like it. It's a bit far actually. How far is it? 50 miles? 70 miles? 70 miles. Okay. There's a lot of short runways, but 10 and 28 looks pretty long. 3,000 feet. Nice. Winds look pretty calm, so I think we can actually take off opposite side here. Try to stream ATS in VR, but you can get to run it smooth. Ah, I see. Thanks, man. Glad you were able to join. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I heard that with VR there are a lot more tricky things to take care of when it comes to recording or streaming. I think you have to use some third-party apps. Airspeed's alive. Now to maintain that center line, wherever that is. 60 knots. Slowly climb up. There you go. Easy does it. Beautiful. Let's turn left here and look for that waypoint. 1,000 feet, sticking to 1,000 feet so we can explore more of the places below. And a bit closer view, more up close and personal. Even though the FPS is not the highest, it's very smooth, isn't it? So you can't really complain because it feels smooth. So even though the numbers themselves are pretty bad, it's actually quite nice. And now as I say that, you start bugging out here again. Okay, maybe I shouldn't jinx it. My goodness. Let's hope that gets fixed in a bit. So I'm climbing up here. So far not. Hopefully they are gone for good. Hopefully they did say that they fixed that, so I'm hoping that's really the case. 018 on the track. Let's maybe follow that. 01, 010, 018 would be somewhere there. Okay. That's more like it. Yeah, hopefully they fixed it. It is included in the patch note, so that's a good thing. Good morning, Craig. How are you? 1,500 feet. I guess that's not bad. You can keep that. Just trim it out here so we don't continue climbing. There you go. That looks more or less trimmed out. Missing all the action, no worries. Just finished enjoying a bit of London a while ago. Got a bit laggy at the end, but still was able to enjoy a lot of the views, thankfully. Let me remove that buffer. I think it's causing unnecessary stress on the system. There you go. Let's try and keep that off. Got back out of bed to set the update away. Ah, yes, that's a good point. That's a good maneuver. I had the same thing actually a while ago. I woke up, read all about the update, so I booted up my PC, got it downloading, and then I made my coffee. And when I got back, waited a few minutes, then it's good. So working stuff in parallel. Also, I'm not sure if you've gotten this before, guys, but I'm getting this weird issue right now in the welcome screen of my Windows 10. When I boot up, it takes so long. I've timed it. It takes like 1 minute and 45 seconds in the welcome screen. So like, you know, the login screen, right? You type your password, enter, and then you get that welcome. So that screen stays for me now for like 1 hour and 1 minute and 45 seconds. And that's like taking away all the advantage of being on SSD because you have to wait for it. I'm working around it right now by including that in my coffee routine. So I boot up before I make my coffee, so by the time I get back, it's all booted up anyway. But in the instances when I have to restart, it's a bit irritating. Yeah, 1 minute 45 is long, pretty long in SSD terms especially. It doesn't seem like there is a reasonable thing that it's loading. It seems like it's just waiting for something. It's always, so far, that the 2 times I tried to record the time, it was exactly 1 minute 45 seconds. So it seems like it's waiting for something for a definite time, timing out, and then just continuing to load. 1 minute from cold, you're an M.2 drive. Yeah, my Windows is still in the normal SATA SSD, so not really encountering that. So it's a bit slower for me, but shouldn't be that slow. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's loading anything in the meantime. It's just hanging there. Tried some tweaks, but none of them helped. I think it's a very specific issue for me. Corrupted Windows update file. Oh yeah, I saw that, but I haven't tried it yet. I might need to. Thanks, I'll have a look. Hitman Pro, I'm not familiar with that. Man, farmlands all over. Nice. Oh, looks like there is something up ahead. You guys familiar with... Let's have a look. What is this place? Blenheim Palace. Is familiar with that? Looks like we will be flying over it. So let's see if that's something that we can get some tours on. It also looks like it's quite near an airport, Oxford Airport, Echo Golf Tango Kilo. Nice. We'll have a look. But yeah, looks like our path takes us straight through that landmark. Awesome. Shows you everything that starts up and variables that get set. Oh, nice. Blenheim? Monumental country house in Woodstock, Oxfordshire, England. Well, we'll be getting there in a bit. In a few minutes from now. Should be up ahead. I think it's something there. You see it? Yeah, Blenheim. Does it ring a bell, Alex? Had a lot of problems with the Windows 10 update not working. It might be the one, yeah. Thanks for the tip. I'll have a look. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's have a look later. The lady is probably going to say the same thing. We'll see if she has a different script. Became the home of the Churchill family. Oh, nice. Yeah, he could be the new lady. Definitely. Reinstalled Windows 3 times and found a 13-year-old Indian YouTuber who had the fix for your PC. Cool stuff. Wow. What fixed it finally? 34 months. Thanks, Jack. Goodness. Catching up to Alex there. How's the UK looking so far? Does it feel familiar? GG. Second time's the charm. Okay, looks like less people here now. But I guess there are some people around who are doing the Skypark tour as well. I really love what the Skypark guys are doing. They are so in with the times. When there's an update, they release an event. It feels so dynamic, you know, like a moving thing. You're part of a company that adds so many different events, so many different jobs. Woodstock should be on our right, I think. Let me try and line us up here. It might be that structure in the distance right there, maybe. Very familiar, cold and wet. No worries, Jack. There you go, Blenheim Palace. That is the one. So let's fly over it and let's hear what the lady will have to say. Probably will just repeat what Craig was mentioning. Error codes update stopped working. And did that fix work for you as well? The Windows Update troubleshooter? I think I was trying that out, or I almost tried it out, but I stopped last moment. I can't remember why. I can actually lean out my mixture here, but that's fine. I'll just keep it full just to be on the safe side. Might forget to set it back later. But yeah, for me really, still nothing beats the 172 for sightseeing purposes. Because it also has that, how do you call it, top wing view. So when you're looking below, you're not getting obstructed by any wing because the wing is up there, up top. So you get full visibility of what's below you. It's perfect for sightseeing. And also that reflection from the wing right there just adds to the entire scenery. Like this view right here is so classic. If it was a bit faster, it would be perfect. But yeah, with steam gauges, it adds to the appeal, to the ambiance. Absolutely loving the vibe. It's just a bit slow, but it shouldn't be that bad. There it is. Let's maybe try descending there. Getting a bit lower up close and personal. And maybe we can loop around it a bit while the tour is ongoing. Should be kicking in any point now. Nice. Don't think that's the issue for me. I don't have any issue with the updates. I still have the updates working, but yeah, the welcome screen is taking so long. There we go, Blenheim Palace. Guess we should have to get closer. I love the variations in the engine sound. There it is, starting soon.
Blenheim Palace is a monumental country house in Woodstock, Oxfordshire, England. It is the principal residence of the Dukes of Marlborough and the only non-royal, non-episcopal country house in England to hold the title of palace. The palace one of England's largest houses, was built between 1705 and 1722 and designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. The palace is named for the 1704 Battle of Blenheim and thus ultimately after Blenheim in Bavaria. It was originally intended to be a reward to John Churchill, 1st Duke of Marlborough, for his military triumphs against the French and Bavarians in the War of the Spanish Succession, culminating in the Battle of Blenheim. The land was given as a gift, and construction began in 1705, with some financial support from Queen Anne. The project soon became the subject of political infighting, with the Crown cancelling further financial support in 1712, Marlborough's 3-year voluntary exile to the continent, the fall from influence of his duchy and lasting damage to the reputation of the architect Sir John Vanbrugh. Designed in the rare, and short-lived, English Baroque style, architectural appreciation of the palace is as divided today as it was in the 1720s. It is unique in its combined use as a family home, mausoleum and national monument. The palace is notable as the birthplace and ancestral home of Sir Winston Churchill. Following the palace's completion, it became the home of the Churchill family for the next 300 years, and various members of the family have wrought changes to the interiors, park and gardens. At the end of the 19th century, the palace was saved from ruin by funds gained from the 9th Duke of Marlborough's marriage to American Railroad heiress Consuelo Vanderbilt.
Nice. That's a great tour. And I love seeing even here, you can see the reflection of the clouds off the glass. Can you see it? It's very subtle, but it's there. That is so cool. Goodness. The graphics in this sim is unbelievable. Right, let's try it ourselves and continue with the tour. Arundel Castle down south. Ooh. Where is it nearby? Is it near London? Might have missed it. Windows Update Service. Thanks, Rexer. I'll have a look after. I think I saw some similar tips. I just haven't tried them yet. Nearest to Worthing. Where is that? Unfortunately, the places don't ring a bell for me. They are there. Okay, let's intercept this course and then we can join back on the path later on. Okay, good here. Right next to Big Ben. I'm afraid I don't have any landmarks to be used as reference except for London. Going to be very hard to describe it to me, I can imagine. The lighting suddenly changed. We are totally under clouds now. Everything looks more subdued, and that is beautiful. Go south. Yeah, might be far away from this tour that we're taking. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you can actually see those waypoints here. That's amazing. Wait a minute. Was Stonehenge there? We missed it? Oh yeah, we were here and we missed... Oh, that's part of the tour as well. But later on our way back. Okay, that's fine. So this is where we're going right now. And yeah, plenty of things to discover as well. Windsor Castle, that's the one we came from. Yeah, London Eye, all of that stuff. This is pretty cool. You can actually see it. I like that. You can see all the points of interest. How did they put that in so fast? That looks so cool. So you exactly know what you are going to be seeing on that leg of the trip. It gives you all the information on each of the airports or their runways. So right now I don't even have little nav map enabled, and it's good enough to give you an idea of what's there. So it looks like they really planned this tour to go through most of the landmarks in this trip. That is so cool. What's the rumor about butter? Is this a joke? Alex and Jack are waiting. Hey, the Grinch. How are you, man? How many months till you can change your name? Hey, Blazing, good evening. Taking a tour of the UK. More than welcome to join. For anyone who wants to join the tour, I am online. So I am seeing online planes for those who are interested in flying with me. Yeah, new update is out indeed. We were just exploring the UK a while ago. No need for Orbix London anymore. You have all the landmarks. Actually, they said Orbix London is currently incompatible, so you have to disable it for the moment. Which makes sense because it touches the same area. So lots of possible conflicts there. Yeah, the place looked beautiful. Very dense. Filled with different kinds of structures. A city as a city gets. And we get these nice how do you call? We get this nice tour from the lady, care of Bushtalk Radio. Quite nice addition, getting a bit more context aside from just seeing like, oh, that's a palace. Oh, that's low fuel. So it looks like we'll have to fuel up when we get to our destination here. Yeah, instead of just seeing like, oh, it's Blenheim Palace, then we get a bit more context. We know that Winston Churchill was born there, and all the other interesting trivia. Adds a lot more when traveling. I like it. Is Manchester on the tour? I think so. Let's stabilize here 1 second. Let me turn on autopilot. 1,000 feet, that's okay. PS down 500 feet per minute. Stick to 1,000 feet. Go to nav mode. There you go. Let's let that take us there while we explore what's part of the tour. So Manchester should be somewhere here, right? Echo Golf, is it Charlie? I always forget. I don't think it's there exactly. Maybe in the vicinity. Charlie indeed, okay. In Birmingham is the Bravo. Makes sense. So I think this one focuses on the smaller airports. Maybe. Looks like, yeah, because it's for bush planes, propeller planes more like. What motorway is this? Do we see from here? I think little nav map will provide additional context, so let me try that out. Bring that back up. Oh, actually, I think I can see that here. Bushtalk Radio. 1 second, huh? If I clear everything and just go where we are. This is the M40, that motorway we're seeing. M40 going from south to north-south, basically. Cool. Right, 1,000 feet now. Let's enjoy the view from outside. Lots of buildings there. What city is that? Banbury. Anyone been here in real life? Banbury? Very nice. No spikes in the terrain so far, thankfully. M40 goes to Wales. Nice. A1 is the longest road in the UK. Hey, thanks for following. Welcome to the channel and feel free to join us in chat if you are in the mood. More than welcome. So let me have a look here since we have little nav map on now. Echo Golf, Bravo Golf. Well, I don't see it quite yet. I'm sure we'll get it soon. You guys want to check how live weather feels? Let's have a look. Just a peek. You might regret it though. Here we go. Oh, it's not that bad, huh? Yeah, live weather is not that bad. Actually, let's keep it. It's a bit more gloomy. There's like an overcast layer up top. Look at all the people in London. Nice. Yeah, I like this. Have all those interesting clouds, and they did improve the clouds as well. I mean, I loved the look before, but now it's even more realistic. Less of that, how do you call it? Pixelation, I think. Yeah, it looks like we have some pretty strong winds as well. Wow. 229 at 20 knots. So pushing us forward actually. So we have a bit of tailwind here. So even though we are traveling at true airspeed, I don't think we can see true airspeed here, but around 110, 105. Ground speed is 124. So that got into our advantage in this case. Cool. Approach path goes directly over your college. Interesting. Yeah. It's a good motivation. Saving up for a powerful PC so you can enjoy these sites as well. Echo Grove, Bravo Golf. How do you pronounce this? The Leicester? Something like that. We have a runway 22, so that looks perfect. We can join their downwind for runway 22 actually. That's looking pretty good. We can do that later once we get near. In the meantime, let's enjoy the amenities of this area. Oh, looks like there's something on the left. Warwick Castle. You guys want to see that? We can detour a bit. Let's go to heading mode here. Should I hand fly? I think I'm in the mood for some hand flying. Might get a bit tricky though because we are starting to lose some fuel. Well, there are some airports nearby, so hopefully we can refuel in any of those. We're actually pretty close to Birmingham here, I think. Well, not that close. Okay. This looks like a proper trajectory toward Warwick Castle. Let's get another view there. Let me turn off autopilot so we can fly this on our own. Leicestershire. Ah, thank you. How you pronounce that thing? Thanks. Makes sense. 2 hands on the yoke. I love the feel of it. Leicestershire. That's close enough. I'll take it. Thank you. Warwick Castle should be somewhere here. Leicestershire. Ah, that works. Thanks for following, guys. Welcome to the channel. Join us in chat if you're in the mood. If you have been here, if you've been touring in the sim as well, or if you know something in real life, or just want to chime in, more than welcome to do so. Do love having these conversations, exploring the world together. And if anyone wants to fly with me as well here in the sim, more than welcome to do so. See you where I see you. They speak funny up north. Leicestershire. They need that rolling R. Leicestershire. Probably a different language. Might not be English. Oh, shots fired. And of course I have no idea how these accents are. They all sound the same to me. Same as Australian accent, right? Rip. I hope we have enough fuel to get to where we want to go. Now there is an airport right here. Harbury, Warwick. And then there's an Echo Golf Bravo Whiskey, Wellspurn, Mountford. Might be something we can step onto in the meantime. 1 second. Let's get back our autopilot here. Heading mode. That'd be good. One second. 1,000. Yes, it down. Good. So if we go how do you insert something? Is it like this maybe? Echo Golf Bravo Whiskey. Echo Golf Bravo Whiskey. That's the one. Yes. Dang it. I think that was the wrong thing. But at least we have visibility on where that airport is now. Okay, good. Okay, I can take that. So we should see the airport or the castle right in front of us. Looks like there are some tourists around flying as well. Cool. Southern softies, oh no. Newcastle, Sunderland, it's too damn cold. Thankfully, the live weather isn't so bad here in this place. Not as bad as in London at least. A bit more friendly. Still hasn't come up. Let me see. Little nav map. Let's go and find it. Warwick. Okay, that's where we're going. Warwick Castle is right there. Okay, perfect. That's the one. It should appear as a waypoint for us as well. Let's see how we get there. So if we want to go from there to here, so it should be the opposite way. 108. The 180 of that is what? 3. Well, 288 maybe, something like that. Course. Oh, there it is. Warwick Castle. Good. So yes, indeed, around 280, 290 on the heading. Fly around and see how it looks. Let's hand fly this thing. Oh. Bickering English folks in chat. Don't talk, they sing. Even how the houses look is different. It's so much detail in here. It's lovely. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for following. More than welcome to join us in chat as well. Join the fun. There's the castle. We can see it from a distance. Let's get a bit closer. It's looking good. Now I'm hoping that our waypoint catches that soon. It should appear anytime now. And we'll fly over it, loop around it again if we can. Need some southern backup. Is this a north versus south thing now? Just a drink. Everyone needs a drink. There it is. So many different castles here. You don't have to dead stick here this one later. I think we should have enough fuel to get to an airport at least. I hope.
Warwick Castle is a medieval castle developed from a wooden fort, originally built by William the Conqueror during 1068. Warwick is the county town of Warwickshire, England, situated on a bend of the River Avon.
Silent
The
W.
original wooden Motte and Bailey Castle was rebuilt in stone during the 12th century. During the Hundred Years' War, the facade opposite the town was refortified, resulting in one of the most recognizable examples of 14th century military architecture. It was used as a stronghold until the early 17th century, when it was granted to Sir Fulk Greville by James I in 1604. Greville converted it to a country house, and it was owned by the Greville family, who became Earls of Warwick in 1759, until 1978 when it was bought by the Two Swords Group. In 2007, the Two Swords Group was purchased by the Blackstone Group, which merged it with Merlin Entertainments. Warwick Castle was then sold to Nick Leslau's investment firm Prestbury Group under a sale and leaseback agreement. Merlin continues to operate the site under a renewable 35-year lease. Warwick Castle is situated in the town of Warwick, on a sandstone bluff at a bend of the River Avon. The river, which runs below the castle on the east side, has eroded the rock the castle stands on, forming a cliff. The river and cliff form natural defences. When construction began in 1068, 4 houses belonging to the Abbot of Coventry were demolished to provide space. The castle's position made it strategically important in safeguarding the Midlands against rebellion. During the 12th century, King Henry I was suspicious of Roger de Beaumont, 2nd Earl of Warwick. To counter the Earl's influence, Henry bestowed Geoffrey de Clinton with a position of power rivaling that of the Earl.
Oh, it's done. Good tour. Okay. Let's go to the nearest airport, refuel, and then proceed to our next destination. Okay, I can't relate with that, but glad to see you guys are enjoying. I'll let you continue. Oh, looks like there's someone. I hear an engine buzzing. Oh, there. Hello. Thanks for dropping by. Nice. What plane is that? A Bonanza. Echo 36. Bravo Echo 36. Oh, that's pretty cool. He's a lot more maneuverable than I am. Nice. Flying in formation. I'm banking to the left here, going direct to Echo Golf Bravo Whiskey. Is that the nearest airport? I think so. Yes. I hope I'm headed the right path here. Oh no. Bye. Oh, that's the airport. I see it in front. Nice. Okay. Now, in terms of winds, I'll need little nav maps help here. 224 at 22 knots actually. So this runway shouldn't be that bad. It's a bit crosswindy coming from the right, but we should be able to manage some proper headwinds here. So let's just go straight to that runway. See how it looks. I love hearing the engine from a distance over the other plane. Look at that! Amazing formation flight. Good job. It's actually worth a shot of its own. Isn't that cool? Where's the runway? Oh, there's the runway. My bad. Side panel plus. Yikes. That's the airport. Nice to see. It has nice lighting. Even has some pappy lights for us, for our convenience. Actually, next time we can fuel up. Didn't expect the fuel to be out this fast. Maybe that's also because I'm in just full rich all the time. Might not be that economical, huh? My leg. 1 second. Okay, there you go. Feet on the rudder pedals. Time period for 27 legs. A remix. There's not a time limit, thankfully. It says unlimited because I will for sure not be able to finish it today in the stream. So I'll probably continue with that offline. Right. Slow down here. First notch of flaps. Slow it down. There we go. Second notch. There it is. Now we're losing a lot of lift. Oh, I love the gurgling of the engine right beside us. So cool. Thanks for flying. Catch up with you soon. Just going to refuel here. Yeah, look at that crosswind, guys. Look at that crab. Wind's coming from the right. And 65 knots, I think, would be the nice approach speed here, if I remember correctly. Ooh, it's a bit gusty, huh? Goodness. I think I'll be actually landing before I do. Yeah, there he is. Very smooth. There we go. Full flaps. SD crab. Right aileron 4. Counterbalance in. Whoa. Whoa. That's not the smoothest landing. Okay. Whew. Okay, I'll take it. That in. Not quite, thankfully. Didn't black screen. Whoa, look at that guy. I guess he has crashes turned off or something. Let's probably look for the fuel station here in this airport. Hopefully there is something. I see anything in front? I think that this is a runway actually. 1 second. Let me have a look at the little nav map if there's something. Yeah, I do see something. Okay, small. Yeah, this is a runway apparently. Where the heck could that be? Ah, this one. Oh, that's still GA small. I'm looking for the fuel station. So this is the diagram for the airport. We are actually on another runway here. Very interesting how there are like houses here in the middle. But I'm looking for the fuel stop. Normally it's marked here, I think. But maybe this one in particular doesn't have it. Okay, then I guess we just refuel, roleplay it over here. There we go. Cheater! Unlimited job. It's a new one actually, yeah. It's a new tour that they released to coincide with the UK update. So you can now take a tour. It doesn't give you any money, it gives XP though. But there are 27 legs and you can, it says time is unlimited. Runway 3618, so let's just back taxi there. Entire way. It's in the menu. The fuel, yeah. I wanted to simulate it as much as possible, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So that thing here, is that the VOR, this one? Is there a VOR here? Or maybe something else. Goodness, very strong winds here. Getting kicked all over the place. That's a huge need for rudder control. Alright, that looks more like it. 224 at 14 knots, the winds. So yeah, indeed coming from the right. Oh, good.
A few moments later.
Few moments later. Coming in soon. There you go. Alright, full aileron deflection to the right, and as we go faster, I'll lessen that as we pick up airspeed. There you go. Keep it more balanced. Airspeed's alive. Left rudder to keep center line. I made a bad deal. My flaps were actually not up. There you go. 60 knots. Rotate. There we go. That's a stable crosswind takeoff. I like it. And slowly let go of the rudder pedals and fly in a coordinated manner. Nice. Okay, good. So let's proceed to the next destination. Jump scare channel points reward. What is that? Like yay? I think that's the closest thing we have. Man, the weather is slowly transforming, isn't it? Getting a bit more scenic now. Hey, Sparksaw. How are you, man? That looks good. Right, let's climb. Should be a nice path here. Hey Rohan, how are you? Have you tested out the update yet? Bravo Golf, I think, is where we want to go. Yeah. How does it? Leicester? Something. You get my point. My bad. Nothing happened. Zero 4-3 on the heading. That's the problem with multitasking. AFS. Leicester is much easier to pronounce for me. maybe I can stick with that. Right, lowering the RPM. Let's cruise here. Maybe I stay level. 1 sec, if I can find myself level for now. 1,000 feet. I'll trim it out in a bit. We've been snow running. How are you enjoying it? Have you gotten stuck yet? Or how many times have you gotten stuck? That's probably the better question. Oh, I hear our friend closing in. Let's try and look for him. There he is, on our tail. So cool. So cool. Yeah, we're going there now. 13 minutes to get there, looks like, based on our current speed. Plenty of times, even rage quit today. Yeah, sounds like snow runner, alright. I've had plenty of those as well. Rage quit snow runner? I don't believe it. Snow runner or Conan Exiles? Which has more potential for rage quitting? Might be a hard answer. 223 at 20 knots. Let me have a look at our map here. See if there are some more waypoints that we can see. Not at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Let's get straight to the airport. Oh, these are some chill flights though. So nice to just look at the surroundings, see how it slowly transforms, how it slowly changes from like countryside and then becoming a city and then becoming a countryside again, and you have the occasional castles in the vicinity, get some occasional tours along the way. Such a nice experience overall. Nothing of that like adrenaline pumping stuff, just chill. Perfect. Mods are a must. Yeah, I highly recommend them. Once I've tried the mods that Alex and Jack were using in SnowRunner, it became a breeze. It became fun. Less frustrating, more fun. You barely got stuck anymore. I'm not sure if those are unlocked in an early version though, or an early level. You might have to level up first. Can barely do any jobs now, yeah. I think the first 10 levels or so are the hardest because you don't have access to mud tires, so you just get stuck all over the place. Oh, that's sad to hear. Yeah. Doing a great job following us. Halo Hogtacular. I think we've flown with them a couple of times already before. Break the sound barrier with a 172. Welcome to the stream. Okay, here. Okay, let's maybe descend a bit. Not properly trimmed. SnowRunner, Rexer, no worries. Rohan just bought SnowRunner because it was on sale, and now he's enjoying it. Learning the hard way. Hey, maple syrup. sure. Not sure, but it's part of the tour, da. It's part of the tour. This one. That's the next destination. Echo Golf, Bravo Golf. No landmarks in there specifically, but I'm sure we'll get some nice treats along the way. Some nice sights. And then we'll make our way towards Norwich. Norwich or Norwich? Is that the silent W as well? Very interesting pronunciations. Historic town. It would be nice if there was some background here, huh? Hey, Edson! Thanks for the tour, man. I'm really loving it. Perfect timing. You really timed it well with the UK update. Better not be a clumsy landing, eh? We've had a couple of those already, I think. Yeah, I enjoyed the starting off in London. Made my way there. I'm on the third leg, I think. And I've been complimenting Skypark with Bushtalk Radio. Makes things even more interesting. With the lady providing a lot of context to the landmarks that we're seeing along the way. It's a very nice add-on. One sec. It's very off track IR here. Twin. You've seen me somewhere else before. Me? Where? I hope nowhere bad. Just grabbing a sandwich. Okay, now you're getting me hungry. Hopefully not there. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, sorry, getting off course here. Looks good. Headed straight for the airport. Actually not sure what runways are available for us though. Let me have a look at little nav map here. Echo Golf, Bravo Golf is... Let me see. Okay. Yeah, we have a runway 22. Yeah, okay, I remember now. So we can join the left downwind for runway 22 and then we can land there. That should be perfect for the winds. Perfect headwind. It's also fairly lengthy for a 172. It's, well, not really, 1,600 feet. So we can also go runway 28, but it's going to be very crosswindy. So what do you guys want? A landing with a perfect headwind or a crosswind landing? I'm afraid what you guys will answer, but I'll ask you anyway. King buried in its cathedral. Oh, Richard III. Oh, maybe we can see the cathedral if it's modeled in. We'll see. The answer I've been dreading. Second in the industrial area here. Looks like somewhere you could be going to if you were driving a truck. Are those all trucks? I think those are trucks, right? Yeah, sure looks like it. Nice. KC Stadium. Okay, crosswind it is. You guys are the best. So runway heading is 278. So that way. So we can actually join a bit of a downwind kind of leg here. Hey Hasib. Glad you managed to join today. Not trucking though. How are you? Still we get some nice audio of the engine sounds. King Power Stadium. pretty far away from the airport. Let's fly over the airport, why not? Is this the one in front of us? 1 second. There is something in front of us. That might not be that one. No, this is a different airport. This is actually closed. A closed airport, I wonder why. That's fine. Yeah, let's head straight for the airport and then I'll adjust. I'll just cross midfield and report from there. Ooh, pretty windy. Getting thrown around by the wind. I love it. Bit more dynamic. 7 degrees outside. So that a bit more realistic weather, guys, for those in the UK. 7 degrees. I think that's the airport in front of us, that flickering thing. Looks like there are lights in the distance. Ah, thanks Asib. Appreciate it. Today's your last exam. Nice, congrats. Hope you're doing well there. Time to go trucking. Yeah, that looks like the airport. (1,500 feet). Share. How about you share some pizza instead for us? I'll take that. Ooh, sky is getting pretty dark. And I'm getting that weird lagging every now and then, which is a bit weird. I haven't encountered that before, but they might have changed something with the update, huh? Like if you look at the FPS right now, look at that. 15, but very smooth in terms of frame time. And if you look at any of the stats, the CPU threads and the GPU, nothing is really getting maxed out. So I'm not sure. Maybe that's when things are downloading or something. I have no idea. It's very weird. $15. Rohan will not be proud of that. Yeah, it's very weird. There we go. It's coming back up again, bit by bit. Stuttery though. Okay, let's keep it there. Monitor the situation because it does seem like there's something different since this update. Normally I should be getting like 60 FPS here in this area with the 172. There we go, starting to build up again. Still very stuttery though. That's the FPS you're getting, 15. Hopefully not 15, hopefully more on the 30 range. With 30 it's more than enough. So where's the airport? You can turn base here. Yeah, not the best frame rates at the moment. Might also have something to do with layers in the vicinity. All those models getting loaded in. Maybe. Yeah, all those. Not sure if there's also a negative impact in performance with the mod I have, the UI mod, where you can hide and show the plates. Oh yeah, that became 45. And when you show it, it goes... Nah, not really, huh? It's all good. Oh, never mind. Let's not fall into the trap of chasing after FPS. So it looks like the airport I am looking for is not really that shining thing. That looks like a bigger airport. Let's have a look at little nav map that is. That looks like a major one. That might be an airbase. Cottesmore Air Base? Does it ring a bell, guys? Okay. Runway 28 should be on our left here. Should be able to turn base soon. we can see it. I think it's this one. Is it? Yeah, might be. Okay, let's have slow down here. I need more RGB. Yeah, exactly. Optimize 140 more. Yeah. I can probably optimize that a bit more, but not sure by how much. Howdy. Hey, Dor. Thanks for joining. So we have winds coming from our left. There's runway 28. Even runway 28 is pretty short. How long is that? Goodness. One notch of flaps. Second notch of flaps going in. Need to descend a bit faster. There you go. There we go. Winds pushing my tail back there, making me face the left. There's the crab that we are expecting. Alright. Off we go. That's the airport, right? Yes, it is. Okay, good. How was my day with Mrs. Clumsy? It was good. Had some nice dinner. Enjoyed the long weekend. It's a bit not enough though, as always. But I'll take what I can get. Final notch of flaps going in. That will help us really lose all this extra altitude, and if needed I can probably do even a forward slip. My goodness, that's really crosswindy. I think I have to align myself better here. Super crabby approach. Where the heck are we facing anyway? That one. Okay. Alright, let's decrab here. Rudder full on the right, my goodness. And still not enough. Going around, that's not going to work. It's not going to work going around. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let's do it one more time. That might have been one of the crosswindiest approach I've ever done. Whew. That's not going to work. Let's try it again. 26 knots. Full crosswind. 90-degree crosswind, guys. So the runway is 28. The winds are coming from 18. So that's like a 100-degree difference, and that's 24 knots. It might be too much for this plane, actually. It might be too much for this plane. GG, welcome to the UK. I know, right? This is why we love live weather. Oh, is it lagging? Stop lagging, please, so I can focus on the landing. Okay, let's level off here, 1,000 feet. Downwind leg. Alright. Here's the runway. Let's give it a bit more space so we have enough time to maneuver. Clumsy flying. Yeah. This is why I wanted to avoid the crosswind. We'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll land on runway 22 instead. Okay, looking good. Let's make our turn here. One notch of flaps. And then let's turn base. There you go. Problem with these high wings is can't see. Have to tip over there. Oh, we actually went beyond. Okay, so we'll have to turn a bit more. But I think we can manage this. Just going to be a bit more unstable approach. There we go. Have to catch up with that. There it is. Get back there. One more flaps. I think this would be good. Let's not go full flaps. I think that is too much for this plane. Rip. Have a good one, Hasib. Good luck with the exam. If that's still pending. If not, then see you on the road. Okay, here we are. Throttles to idle. This just coast along. Oh, brother, being very finicky. Okay, there we go. It's more like it. Still a bit high. We'll catch up with it though. There it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. The crab. Left aileron. Come on. Still a bit too much. Still getting blown off. Come on. Just forced it to land. That's too much. How strong the winds were. If I didn't apply any aileron deflection, the plane would actually get blown over like that. Oh my goodness, that was really bad. Whew, scary. Okay, next time we use runway 22. That is why aircrafts have certain limitations when doing crosswind landings, and I think we are actually beyond the ones for the 172. My goodness, that was scary. Whew. All right, the next one is Norwich. Echo Golf Sierra Hotel. Good study indeed. Easy peasy. Woohoo! Let's try a crosswind takeoff later. Let's see how we fare there. So if we clear this out, I think we can delete the flight plan. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Thank you, thank you. Echo Golf. It's nice that it automates to the Echo Golf there. At least you don't have to fill in the entire thing. Echo Golf Sierra Hotel. Okay, Echo Golf Sierra Hotel. Norwich, that's the one. Yes. So we can go probably there. No. Still a bit fiddly with this one. Flight plan, select that. Go direct, enter. There you go. That's the one. Okay, to the east. Runs off to my sick bags. Runaway plane. I think both. Do we have fuel? We do have fuel. Flaps going up. Love that sound. Okay. The local QNH here. Let's taxi to the beginning of the runway. Not even sure where we are anymore. Somewhere in between runways, most likely. Too late. Yeah, should have brought that with you when you climbed on board. I love that sound. Okay, get on the runway here. This is runway 22, the one on the left. And we can just maybe stay here on the right. Runway 28 is that one. And the distance. Let's see if we can manage a crosswind takeoff in this case. Seen planes get blown over in Manchester. Yeah, very strong winds, huh? Scary. There we go. Runway 28, that's the one. Get one that sounds like a Mack truck. Sounds good. 28 is that one. Probably turn over here. Yeah, that's 28. Okay, wish me luck, I'll need it. Let's see if we'll have enough power here. Full aileron deflection to the left. We'll lessen that as we go. Rudder on the right. Whoa. getting very hard. Oh, it's not possible. It's not possible. I'm full rudder right here, and it won't stay in the middle. Oh my goodness. Ah! Okay, climb up. There we go. Oh, getting blown over like crazy. There we go. Okay. Whew. Yeah. That teaches us to stay within the aircraft limits. No wonder they advise against it. Perfect, yes. That's perfectly for it. Sick bag. I didn't get that. What did you mean? Facebook post, put the link on Discord for. One more time. 1,000 feet. There you go. Stay there. I'm not sure if that deserved an applause, but I guess we got up in the air in the end, huh? I guess that's something. Man, enjoying the entirety of the UK, one leg at a time, thanks to Skypark. I hope we have more of those landmarks though. Oh, I'm seeing something in front. What is this? Grafton Underwood Memorial. Are you guys familiar with that? Bombardment Group Air Force Memorial situated just outside the village of Grafton Underwood. Okay, we can fly there. Let's see if that's a waypoint here as well. I think it's somewhere around this point. Let me just eyeball it. Oh, lots of bots coming in. Night bot on the job. Thank you. Belgian heavies pulling a Kenworth up an icy hill. Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. That might be when I was streaming already. Okay, let's have a look. Straight ahead. Oh, there are lots of them, wow. Stupid bots. Skypark is the app, this one. Yeah, the Skypark. It doesn't list all the POIs yet. I think those are manually uploaded by the team, but it's nice to see the main ones are actually plugged in here already. That's nice. With all the waypoints there, or the points of interest. Ooh, my arms are getting tired. Let's make use of that autopilot for a bit. Maybe something like so. Autopilot. Heading mode. And let's go to maybe 1,000 feet again. Descend like 300 feet per minute. No. 1,000 and then 300 feet per minute. There you go. Okay. Wow, there are lots of them. Goodness. The bots are real indeed. Bot army. So many. Nightbot is getting overwhelmed. He's handling it fine. Stay strong, I believe in you. Yeah. Yeah, straight ahead should be where that memorial is. Let's see if we can see it in the sim. Thank God for Nightbot, yeah. We always blame him, but He does protect us every now and then. Does that look like UK weather? Sure looks like it. Overcast skies. All good. All good. Let me see if there's anything else nearby. Oh yeah, there is. Conington Airfield and the Fens. Or the Fenlands. Coastal Plain in eastern England. Okay, let's go and visit those as well. I think we'll still have enough time for those. We probably won't have enough time to get to the next airport. Wow, time flies. But we should still be able to explore some areas. Corby is also coming up on our left. Anyone familiar with the city of Corby? Looks like a large one. Comparing with other towns nearby. Should be somewhere on our left here. Hey, Devil's Rejects. Oh, the bots are still not done. Yes, he had a nice green sword. Oh, there we go. The bots are starting again. Whew. Bam. Quick, drown it out with some real chat. You have to counteract it with some real chat. South or west of Manchester is a waste of time. We weren't able even to tour the town of Leicester. We just went to the airport and went away. Too busy with the Crosswind. Just getting your FS 2020 update right now. All good. Yeah. So far, looking great. I will be scouring the forums to see if there are other problems found. I'm not sure if they managed to fix the AI traffic. That might be something to look forward to. Base Eye of the Tiger for night mode. Oh yeah. It's really hard at work there, huh? And still they're not done. It does look like a good update so far, and I'm very surprised that the mods that I've been using, the CJ4 mod, the G3000 mod, the GNS530 mod, all of them seem unaffected by the update. Normally, in such a case, they would really need to be redone, re-updated by the respective mod authors. So it looks like the majority of the updates are really about the world right now, not about the planes. We're crabbing pretty bad here, guys. Look at that. Our course is probably somewhere along there, that way. And we're crabbing to the right. So the winds are coming from here, going there. Pushing the tail, our tail, and then causing the plane to face to the right like that. Aerodynamics is beautiful, huh? Amazing. Have I tried the fly-by-wire mod? Oh yes, it's good. And it's getting better. I'm really looking forward to the next update, 0.5.3 was it? The next stable version. And then I'll get into it again. The FPS was still not so good when I tried it last time. I think there were some optimizations they were working on. So I'm going to wait for that particular point. Which update would that be, Monty? I think they release quite a few every now and then. The development build at least. The stable one though, that's one that doesn't get updated yet. Oh, you mean with this update, the UK update? No, I haven't tried the fly-by-wire yet, if it works. I'll probably wait off until the next stable version. Major rework of the FMS. Hey Bunky, glad you managed to join. Yeah, I think they're getting the autopilot from Working Title and incorporating it there, because Working Title has done a marvelous job with their FMS, and I think they made it in such a way that it can be used retrofitted to other mods as well. So the different groups are working together. That's great to see. Somebody really wants it to become famous. Yeah, I think so. Hey Azor, welcome to the stream. Now this next point of interest I don't think is part of the default package. I think it's mostly part of Bushtalk Radio though. So it adds some points of interest there. This one was added by a user, Mike SAA309. And so I don't think we'll actually see it below in the sim, but we'll hear it when we get nearby. So it might be somewhere here, but might not be modeled. Watching while exercising, nice. Way to be productive. Enjoy, man. You're flying the A320 right now in the update and it's working great. Ah, nice. Stable. Cool. So no need for an additional update. That's nice. Yeah, it looks like Microsoft is obviously getting used to the updates. They're not anymore wrecking things when they release an update. So it looks like the delay with the updates is really worth it. They made it stable so far. Keeping my fingers crossed. Hey Hero, let me know when you have questions.
This was a US airbase in World War II where B-17 planes took off from. The airfield at Grafton Underwood was opened in 1941 and was first used by the RAF Bomber Command No. 1653 Heavy Conversion Unit RAF with Consolidated Liberators. The original runways were approximately 1,600 yards and 1,100 yards in length. However, these were unsuitable for the operation of heavy, four-engined bombers, and the field was upgraded to Class A airfield standards, including the lengthening of the runways to the required 2,000 yards for the main and 1,400 yards for each of the others, started in late 1942. The tree line is where the runway used to be and it crossed the road. Parts of the runway can still be seen.
Oh, interesting. Interesting bit of trivia there. Too bad we can't see it in the sim itself, but that's good enough. Let's see, next one is Conington Airfield. Let's make our way there. Should be maybe this one. James May's wife. Yeah, that's actually a good question. You guys think this is a synthetic voice? It sounds like it, right? But not those primitive voices anymore. It's more like one of those, what do you call, neural network voices. It sounds more natural. Although I think it is still synthetic because you can create your own tour, and then I think they don't have to manually voice it out. Synthetic. Works pretty well for that. Yeah, that's very good voicing. Because if you remember from like Pilot to ATC or even Windows, right? The basic voices from Windows are very robotic in comparison. This one is a lot more natural to hear. It's nice. Wow, they're still not done. Looks like, yeah, Microsoft Sam. This is Microsoft Sam. Oh, there you go. Yeah, looks like the clouds are starting to close in. Might be just in time to end the stream here soon. I do want to get there first though. Let me see if we can get there. Conington Airfield should be... Let's have a look together, guys. Little nav map. That's me going around with the first landing, and the second one, where was that? The second landing was, I think, this one, if you could call it a landing. Out here, somewhere on the side of the runway. And then we went around here. That's where we are. Okay, good. Conington Airfield is, I think, this one. Could go Sierra Foxtrot. Is that the one? Yes, that's the one. Okay, so we should be actually, if I measure from here to there, that's 91 degrees, 10 miles. Okay, that's no problem. 90 degrees it is then. 91, 92. Oh, they're still not done. May need some FBOs. That would be great, man. I would love to get back into on-air. Currently though, I'm really finding it hard to find a suitable job. Thanks for following, guys. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join us in chat and keep these bots away from us. Yeah, this Bushtalk Radio is a great asset to the entire immersive tours feeling. I think it will be perfect for you, Bunky, with the way you tour areas. And you can also add things on your own. So that will be perfect for when you're traveling, doing your travels and exploring the area. You can add points of interest. Don't join us in chat if you're a bot. Yes, please don't. Thanks, Rohan. Wow, that's some tough work. The hammer has not been utilized so much before. A605 in front of us. I think that's the one. There's also a town nearby. What is going on tonight? I know, right? Town of Ashton? Ondo? I don't know. Yeah, headed straight for the airport now. I wonder why it's a landmark. Yeah, that's the one in front. Right there, exactly. You can probably use that as the landing for... so what we can do actually, we can travel to the fence first and then use this Conington Airfield as the final approach, as the end of the stream. So what I can do, this is the fence. Yeah, so I can probably 86. It's fine. Let's turn to the left a bit. Should be on that range. And then in terms of winds, 225 at 20 knots, so that would be perfect. We have another runway 28 here, dang it. Okay, fine. 277. Yeah, it looks like it's all headed with the same direction of the runway. They're still not done? Oh my goodness. Intense. Okay, let's hand fly the rest of the way. Keep it a bit more immersive. Might regret that. Looks good. Oh my goodness, it's getting dark. UK weather starting up. Twitch has to do something about those, huh? I don't think it will pop up either. So Bushtalk Radio actually has 3 components. One is the website, where we are seeing the moving map and where the sound is actually coming from, this website. You have the plugin, so that it can track your plane. And then it has the third component, which I didn't really install, which are the points of interest, so that you see them popping up as like the markers. You see like here the point of interest with the landmark coming up. I didn't install that because I was afraid it could conflict with some of the existing points of interest we have, especially after the update. So I wasn't confident in using that, but even without it, we still get that nice tour from the lady. These bots really like MSFS. Yeah, it seems like it, huh? Switch to ETS and they will go away. I'm not falling for that trick. There we go. The Fen should be playing soon.
The Fens,
I think it's this one.
also known as the Fenlands, is a coastal plain in eastern England. This naturally marshy region supports a rich ecology and numerous species, and helps absorb storms. Most of the fens were drained centuries ago, resulting in a flat, dry, low-lying agricultural region supported by a system of drainage channels and human-made rivers and automated pumping stations. There have been unintended consequences to this reclamation, as the land level has continued to sink and the dikes have been built higher to protect it from flooding. Fen is the local term for an individual area of marshland or former marshland. It also designates the type of marsh typical of the area, which has neutral or alkaline water chemistry and relatively large quantities of dissolved minerals, but few other plant nutrients. Fenland lies around the coast of the Wash, an area of nearly 1,500 square miles in Lincolnshire, Cambridgeshire, and Norfolk. Most of the Fenland lies within a few meters of sea level. As with similar areas in the Netherlands, much of the Fenland originally consisted of fresh or saltwater wetlands. These have been artificially drained and continue to be protected from floods by drainage banks and pumps. With the support of this drainage system, the Fenland has become a major arable agricultural region in Britain for grains and vegetables. The fens are particularly fertile, containing around half of the Grade 1 agricultural land in England. The fens have been referred to as the Holy Land of the English because of the former monasteries, now churches and cathedrals, of Crowland, Ely, Peterborough, Ramsey, and Thorney. Other significant settlements in the fens include Boston, Cambridge, Spalding, and Wisbech.
Ah, they're done. Okay, good. Conington, as we land probably. Still crabbing here. Wind's coming from the left. But at least should get a nice approach in. Don't think it's that bad compared to before. We'll see for ourselves soon. We're still pretty high here. Do a little bit of forward slip, so we lose a bit of that altitude fast without gaining much airspeed. Okay, that looks good. Crabbing in, crabbing in. I think we're still a bit high. Perfect timing. You guys are good. Alright, there we go. Let's balance it out.
Built during 1942-3 by 809th U.S. Army engineers, Conington was originally named Glatton to avoid confusion with Coningsby in Lincolnshire. Housing B-17 Flying Fortress bombers in its 2 T-2 hangars and with accommodation for 2,900 personnel, it was obviously a much larger airfield than it is today. Built in the standard heavy bomber layout with 50 hard-standing, temporary buildings and an encircling perimeter track, its 3 runways uniquely surrounded Rose Court Farm, which continued to operate right in the center of the airfield. It became the first permanent home of the 457th Bombardment Group, led by Lieutenant Colonel James Alupa Jr. The 457th flew a total of 237 missions and 7,086 sorties between 21st of February 1944 and 20th of April 1945. They hit German aircraft production, the city of Berlin and strategic targets, attacked airfields, roads and railways, took part in the softening raids immediately prior to the Normandy landings, and were part of Operation Exodus, repatriating POWs from France and Austria at the end of the war in Europe. When they left to return to the US on 21st of June 1945, they dropped almost 17,000 tons of bombs and 142 tons of leaflets, and lost a total of 94 aircraft. You'll find a memorial to the 457th in Conington Churchyard. You'll see that little of the original airfield infrastructure survives today except 2 of the runways, still in use today, complete with prop strike marks from the B-17S, and it's interesting to see which are now roads and which are still in use.
Thank you for that background while I'm landing. Perfect way to lose the focus. Hey, Jesse, how are you, man? Thanks for dropping by. Yes, we should give a raise to the guys. 200% raise. Although their starting salary is 0, so I guess any percentage I give would be okay. Thanks guys for all the help keeping these bots away. I discovered that the parking is actually in the beginning of the runway. Still waiting on your first check. Just chilling, good. Unlike these bots, hard at work at spamming. Thanks for resubbing, Jesse. 4 total now. Nice. Awesome stuff, man. 3-month streak as well. Amazing stuff. Just in time to end the stream. Okay, let's park it here. Actually covered a lot of miles today with the 172. I like it. Getting a bit of lag though, which I'm not sure where it's coming from, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Overall, amazing update. Pleasantly surprised about the lack of impact on our favorite mods. Cool stuff. Turn off the... Did we not have our strobes on the entire time? My bad, no one saw that. No one saw that. No. How do you turn this off? Flaps up? Mixture is how we turn it off. Pull the mixture. Beautiful sounds. And then we turn off the magnetos, beacons, and then the batteries. There we go. Alright. GTA 5 story mode for the last 6 hours. Wow, you're busy. Nice. Look at that live weather. Not too shabby, eh? We'll probably continue next week with this tour. We'll see how it goes. Right. Cool. Alright, so let's have a look where we are. I think we can pause this. We should be able to. I think it will automatically pause when we log out. Yeah, that's the tour. And we're only in the first, second, third leg out of 27. So, lots of tours to go on still. We'll see how I can make that into a stream or a video. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's let the bots go as well. Gotta love spam, exactly. The bots have been at it for this entire time. Yeah, maybe they'll be back next week too. Or maybe they'll be back on Friday even. We'll see. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for joining. Catch you soon. And Clumsy flying. Thanks for moderating again, Alex and Rohan. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Not 11 yet. Classic.